Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to this short video on called Living by Design, which is actually a foundation to a series of videos I'm hoping to do over the coming weeks and months. For those of you that are part of my community, I'm releasing this right at the beginning of January 2023. So happy new year, and I'm looking forward to this journey together. If you don't know who I am, I'm Dr. Sally Bell. I'm a GP, so that's a medical doctor if you're outside of the UK, and health educator, and have a real passion around personalising health, looking what we can do on a day-to-day basis to help us recover health. And so if this interests you, sign up to my newsletter. It's only me. I'm not some big organisation. So you'll just get me sending a short thought around health and video to help you on your health journey. So sign up in the blurb below. And as I was considering what to do for 2023, I just have to say that doing this with you and talking about some of the stuff I'm learning and some of the feedback I get of how it's helping you on your journey is the best part of my week. I totally love it. And so it's a total joy to be doing this. And anyway, so I was thinking about, well, what do I do in 2023? I want to carry on doing this. And I felt the need to kind of go forward. I realised I've been on this massive journey around health and my understanding of our physical and mental health as individuals, as communities, more recently as a planet, and how it's all connected. And I realised I just needed to set some of the foundations to go over again some of the things that we desperately need in place in order for our bodies to thrive. And as you know, I have a firm conviction that, genetically we are hardwired to live well, to feel good, to live long. And yet we find ourselves in a situation today in real health crises, not just talking about COVID, but the many chronic diseases that are robbing us of the ability to feel good and live well and live long. And what can we be doing to recover health and enjoy and thrive in life? And so this is just a brief introduction to what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, but I felt I needed to say a few things to set the scene, to set the stage, because I have some real concerns about how research is used and some of the thinking and how destructive it is and how polarizing it is. And I wanted to just kind of address some of that. And I think when we look at medical research and the stuff around how our bodies work and the planet, you realize, we have to set it within the context that a huge part of life is mystery. We just don't understand. I've been looking at quantum physics lately and dark matter and trying to get my head around all of that. And I can't, it stretches everything in me. But you realize how 80% of the world we can't account for. And our current sort of medical and scientific literature is studying the seen world. And so there's a massive part of it we don't understand. And even in the stuff that we do understand, there's a huge part, that we can't explain and we are learning. And so as we go on this journey together, and as we maybe make reference to research, we need to hold it with some humility, hold it within the context of the mystery of life as we pursue health and well-being. And I am so tired and grieved to see people using research to batter each other over the head, to diminish and dehumanize other people that don't agree with their opinion. And because science is not truth. Science is the pursuit of truth. And it's one modality. You've got all these other wonderful things that bring context and wisdom and understanding, in seeing life, that we need to be listening deeply to. And we actually need to be creating places where we can talk and we can invite, these different opinions to find and forge a way forward. And certainly, over the last couple of decades, hopefully I've grown up a bit. And so, a couple of things that has become part of the way I approach this has been the need to hold good questions, not have the right answers. It's a huge relief But I think, as I said, there's so much yet to be discovered. The moment it's all about the right answers, we can get locked into, a way of thinking or defending a particular slant on what we believe to be the truth that prevents us from growth and from moving forward. And how much more beautiful just to be holding the right questions in life instead of having the right answers. And again, in my early 20s and 30s, in a desire to kind of get it right, you get locked into fixed mindsets. And I've had to break out of that and realize how important it is, in our lives to cultivate a growth mindset, a constant curiosity around life. And certainly that has underpin my sort of insatiable desire over the last few years in learning and growing and helping others recover health. And so, mystery, holding the questions, having this commitment to a growth mindset sets us up to, recover and uncover new truths in our pursuit of health and well-being. And let's resist this need to be right and to conform to a certain way of thinking and defend our certain way of doing things. Let's try and hold what we know within the context of the mystery, of life. I've loved studying nature over the last few years and seeing the patterns everywhere, in the universe, right from our microbiome in our cells through to the microbiome in the sea, the soil and the community and the stars. What we see are these incredible patterns that breed resilience and well-being, and they're around embracing complexity, around embracing diversity, integration, cooperation, communication. And these are some of the things that we need in our life and in our approach to life to really breed and cultivate the resilience and the well-being that we so desire. So again, just resisting, people and ideas that are reducing things down to 5 steps to this and this supplement and, taking nuanced, complex ideas and trying to bring it to a strap line. It's just not the way forward. And we actually need to create spaces where we can be deeply listening to each other, listening to different viewpoints, growing together, pursuing, a better way of doing life. So over the coming weeks, I'm going to get right down to what vegetables you have on your plate and things like that. And that might seem crazy when we're thinking about the wonder and the mystery of the universe. But as we do that, and hopefully as I unpack and teach some of the things and interview some people who bring such incredible wisdom to this pursuit, we can grow together and hold what we're learning within the context of being curious, having that growth mindset, holding the right questions, having room for complexity and diversity and integration in order that we might live well and heal our communities and our planets together. So I'm excited about this journey going forward this year. I have decided to be brave and let you comment on my YouTube channel, which I've always hated because I'm just not very good at the really negative stuff, but part of growth is around listening deeply. So do put your questions, your thoughts, your comments so that we can grow and learn from each other. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.